A new push tonight from Marian University to get more minority teachers in the classroom.
The university held a panel discussion tonight on how to bring more of those teachers in who they say are needed, especially in urban schools. News 8's Jenny Dreasler live for us tonight from Marian University. And what did you learn, Jenny?
Yeah, well, Mike and Brooke, tonight's discussion was a first in a series of these planned on this topic, and university officials hope changes in the classroom will bring positive results to the city.
You're my teacher? I was like, yeah, I'm your teacher. She goes, you're the first man teacher I've ever had. About
50 people turned out to Alumni Hall on the campus of Marian University for a conversation that organizers of the event say is long overdue.
When a young person sees someone who looks like them that they can identify with in their classroom, it tells them a few things. It tells them, one, that that's something they could aspire to do. Like, I could be a teacher, I could be a principal, this could be a career path I could follow in.
The discussion, hosted by the university and the UNCF, aims to figure out a way to get more minority men at the front of the classroom.
A lot of our kids have trauma, and a lot of our teachers don't know how to deal with children with trauma.
And you think about it, I mean, it's not unlikely that an African-American male student in 13 years of education will not have an African-American male teacher. That, in and of itself, needs to change.
But I believe, I checked my sources, that I'm the only African-American male superintendent in the state of Indiana.
Questions to those in attendance and answers from the crowd. With help from the community, lack of diversity in the classroom is a problem university officials say can be fixed.
Events like this are really important to bring the community out, to make them aware of not only Marian taking a leadership role of recruiting future teachers of color, but more importantly about what we can do as a community to inspire young people to choose the education profession.
Right now, Marian University has 34% minority enrollment. They want to hit the 40% mark in the near future.
And the more we can keep them engaged, in particular by having people they can identify with culturally and otherwise, the more likely we're going to increase their probability of being successful in school.
Now, obviously, a key part in all of this is, starting up those scholarships is what officials tell me, and they say the big thing about that here is tonight, guys, that they really just need people to help them out getting those scholarships funded, getting those started up. The big thing you can do to help that out, they said, just contact them here and they can help you set up one of those scholarships that especially helps fund minority education. Live on the Near West Side, Jenny Dreasler, Wish TV News 8.